moments over the years, ranked matchups, massive upsets, even a fight or two. It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Clemson's offense will get the ball first. The Tigers pulled out a close one the last time they saw their Palmetto State rivals.
And Clemson, they were sleepwalking early in that game. They know when they play South Carolina, they're going to get their A-plus effort. They're going to have to take some haymakers, and they got to wake up in this one.
I think it's tough late in the season, regardless when you play. The rivalry is deep. The hatred is deep. Even when seasons are out of touch for South Carolina, they can put an exclamation point by beating Clemson at the end of the year.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here's the pressure. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He's finally stopped with a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Clemson is quick to the line.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Swings it out to his running back. Shakes off the defender. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Clemson will send the punt team out. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have its first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Got it, looking for a first. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll toss it. There he goes! Past the sticks, and he may get more. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Offense scoops it up and still going.
But the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rock and grind to help the Tigers on 3rd down. A little release to the back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
This defense really does a nice job playing with their eyes and pursuing the ball. They took away all of the quarterback's options down the field. When he finally checked it down, they rallied to him, made the tackle, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Rides the back on the option to give. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson jumps to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball. Ready.
Oh, he's got some space. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. From the gun on 3rd down. Plucks it out of the air. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it. From the gun, give on the inside. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Clemson will send the punt team out. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Got his man on the outside. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Sends it back in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job on the D.
With the catch, it's Sellers. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. They want to run this quarterback. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows, a little bit back and forth, some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
The Gamecocks will try to move the sticks on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense lining up quickly. To throw, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Got some room in it to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Second and goal for this offense. Keeps it going. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run. They stuff it for a loss. And on second down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. Finds his big tight end. Will not be able to turn the corner. He was fighting for that yardage, and he is stopped short. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. On the ground with the counter. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Turning it on! He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he away from the crowd, and he'll take. Touchdown, Tigers!
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They get to him as he throws. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And that one's incomplete. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing... Intercepted! The defense has set him up! This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff from the gun. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Right down the gut of the field. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And the returner will be brought down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Harbor. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll try to get outside. There he goes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on MK if they can stop him on third down. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He takes it at the 45. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Pocket breaking down. Took a shot as he threw.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to punch it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Touchdown, Tigers! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. That's caught. It's rolled. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Quarterback keeper.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively.
Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the 3rd quarter.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got him. Quick step, made him miss again. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tiger. free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Finds the tight end. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Harbor. Tackled at the 28, it's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Sellers.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Grove. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Pulls it in. It's Harbor. Spins away from Watt. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Takes the easy one to the back. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Caught behind the line. It's Howell. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Oregon was anything but dominant today, but the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the Elcon. Pac-12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like...
Turning it on! Past the 50. He's at the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Leaves it with the back. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Gives it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Harbor. At the 35, he's loose. Speeding down the left side. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. What a tough break. A potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. Hard-hitting tackle. 5 receivers across the formation, it's 2nd and 11. Got it in the middle, it's Grove. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Grove. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Lost to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Grove. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. He might want another play. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Grove. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Rayner. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. It's Moore. All kinds of room to the right. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Clemson! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You can tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
He'll return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds a man in the middle. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates.
There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Harbor. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Sellers. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got a man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Catch in the middle. It's Roll. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. The snap sets up the throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Sellers. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together, maybe go tie this game, maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Gonna swing it on second down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, they're trailing in this game late. The defense knows it, so they're playing for pass. 2 plays ago, they get the sack. This time, they force an incompletion. Not a lot the offense can do here to catch them off guard. They're just going to have to make a huge play here on fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Anytime South Carolina takes down Clemson, as it just did in this rivalry game, you can expect them to get a little bit cocky, and they deserve it. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Blue 22!